Hello and welcome to my Let's Play of Star Trek Online on the PS4. I'm BigB82 and this is part 7 of my Temporal Recruits 2021 TOS era Tactical Officer. We're about to undertake our first mission here in the 25th century after, of course, our death in 2270 at the Battle of Caleb 4. We have a new ship, which of course you can see here is the USS Sanders, a saber-class escort. Well, actually it's not, it's actually a escort refit, which is actually an gladiator class, but I've made it look like a saber-class, and it will be a saber-class for the duration of the time that we are in command of it. I have taken the liberty of upgrading my ship and the crew. I'm also going to be trying something new, which I don't normally do, which is I'm going to use some instead of having a rear turret, which is generally what you should have on an escort, because you only have one weapon at the back, and you get two, either a torpedo or a turret at the back. I'm going to put some mines on the back and see how that fares. Probably won't last very long. I'll probably yank them off at some point, but I already have a torpedo lined up ready to replace it. Also a mixture of phasers and cannons, which is what I now also generally do, because I'd like to have the ability to fire all around and batter people when they get in front of me. That's the way I normally run my ships. Not really a good idea. You're either a cannon builder or you're a thing, but I like to move things outside of the box, which is a hybrid build. So, but I'm talking about builds, and we're rank 10 and this is a tier 2 ship. So we'll ignore builds for now, and we'll just get on with the story. So I shall howl for the mission, which will be diplomatic orders, and then we'll get the show on the road. Well, I would help if there is.
We have a diplomatic mission for you. An important Vulcan ambassador is traveling from his homeworld to the monastery at Pajem. Capturing the ambassador would be a major coup for the Klingons or Orions, so we're assigning you to make sure everything goes smoothly. You are to escort Ambassador Soketh to Pajem. Please meet him at Vulcan. Once you locate him, speak with him about the transport mission. Do whatever is necessary to keep him safe.
Okay, and let's accept.
You are now in sector space. Here ships travel at warp speed between systems. Combat does not take place in sector space.
Okay, and here's the map. We'll head to Vulcan, which we have, and now let's enter Vulcan. And I shall do much easy Captain's log Stardate 86087.2. It's strange being in the 25th century. Thankful Daniels wiped off my crew's memory. None of them remember their lives from 2270. I've been assigned to the USS Sanders, a saber-class escort, and I thought the Oregon had tight living quarters. Our orders are to head to Vulcan and transport an ambassador to Pajem. Should be a routine run. Captain, we've arrived in front of the Vulcan system. I took the liberty of contacting Ambassador's aide when we arrived. Topella says that the Ambassador has certain arrangements that he prefers when travelling. She would like to go over them with you. Would you like me to put her on the main view screen? On screen.
Greetings. Thank you for agreeing to escort the Ambassador to Pajem. Ambassador Soketh is currently attending a ritual to honor the end of the Kalrek holiday. He will be done soon, but the Ambassador is hesitant to use transporter technology. His bias against the transporters is not logical, but I have come to accept it. I believe that Soketh would be much more comfortable traveling by shuttlecraft. I have received clearance for you to land near the Ambassador's location. I look forward to meeting you in person.
Okay, so let's board a shuttle. I've taken the liberty of updating also updating my uniform. We're now wearing Terry's uniforms. I thought it would be a little bit much like TOS era, so we are wearing, my character is wearing a skirt. When we are ready to land on Vulcan, sir. When you are ready to make our final approach, let me know. Tarsi, of course, is here with us. She's my chief tactical officer. But I just Tarsi is so Tarsi's my first officer. So let's land the shuttle.
Starfleet shuttlecraft. This is Vulcan Orbital Control. You are cleared to land at the requested coordinates. Welcome to Vulcan. Please enjoy your stay.
There was a funny bug on this mission many moons ago. Captain, the ambassador and his aide are waiting for you at the temple at the top of those rise. You can speak to them there and find out if the ambassador needs anything else from us before we depart for Project. However, before we do that, I have a little excursion to do and show off my legs. Yeah, I decided the Antares uniform because it looks a lot like a TOS era uniform, minus the, of course, my rank insignia is on my chest. So, but that's regards to the point. But this is Vulcan. Over here is the memorial to Spock, which is also technically the memorial to Leonard Nimoy. But also there is two ground items that we can scan for. Yes, the weird shadows that's the weird shadows. It's starting to show its age, this engine. Yeah, in a story sense, I've said that basically my crew's memories have been wiped and they're basically being turned into 25th century officers. I'm the only one who remembers what happened. So Tarsi is as a graduate from the Starfleet Academy, circa 2400. I've also got a robot that will be appearing for me at certain points. That's part of a kit that I've got, which you won't be able to get anymore unless you pay real Zen for it. It was a reward from, I think it's the .07 robot. Here it is. My main rifle is a full auto phaser rifle, and my backup, my exposed weapon is a polar arm weapon. I was going to try and find, I was going to try and get some Dominion weapons, but I thought that might be a bit too much. This is what I'm thinking to play for. I'm not gonna spoil the story. I'm gonna play it as if it's brand new to me. So let's speak with Temporal. Welcome to Vulcan.
Captain, I regret to inform you that we have come to an impasse in completing your mission. Allow me to explain. As you know, Pajem is sacred to the Vulcan people, and access to it is strictly prohibited. Ordinarily, this would not present any difficulty, but Savin, the leader of the order that maintains the monastery, has chosen this moment to illogically refuse to grant Ambassador Soketh permissions to meet with the abbot at Pajem. This is most abnormal.
Can this trip wait until Savin changes his mind?
The ambassador has considered going to the council to request that they overrule Savin, but the process will take time that he simply does not have. If the ambassador is unable to complete his journey to Pajem now, he will have to delay it until after the trade conference at QUADRANT is complete, and that could take weeks.
Why won't Savin grant the ambassador's permission?
The ambassador, I'm afraid, has spent too much time off-world. I have seen it change him. His interactions with other species have grown easier over the years, but our own people have become more challenging for him to deal with. Perhaps you could speak to Sabin. I know he has a great deal of respect for Starfleet, and you might have an easier time than he has in convincing him to grant the ambassador's request.
Let me speak with Sabin then. So we can't speak to the ambassador, so let's speak with High Priest Sabin.
Peace and long life. Do you seek knowledge of the ancestors?
Saketh says he won't permit him to visit Pajem.
Saketh accuses me of abandoning logic, but he is the one refusing to explain his reasons for wanting to go to Pajem. The planet is sacred. Our ancestors walked those paths. They found understanding and serenity in its quiet. When I am at Pajem, I feel more at peace than any place else in the galaxy. Pajem has been touched by outside influences in the past. The Federation is at war. Now more than any other time, we must protect this refuge. Do you seek knowledge of the ancestors?
Why do the Vulcans restrict access to Pajem?
Many years ago, Pajem was used for political purposes. Technology used to spy on the Andorians was hidden beneath the sacred sanctuary. It should never have happened. Buildings that had stood for 12 centuries were destroyed because we allowed politics and war in a place where there should only be logic and contemplative thought. When the monastery was rebuilt, we pledged to keep it safe from the cares of the galaxy. Only those who seek peace may enter. Do you seek knowledge of the ancestors?
The Vulcan people have monasteries.
Even a people who reject emotion require peace and contemplation. We are a spiritual people. Our rituals guide us throughout our lives. Vulcans who choose a life of study and isolation, as the monks at Pajem have done, help us maintain our connection with our ancestors. The monk's study of Sirach's words in the Kirshara give us all a greater understanding of who we are and who we should strive to be. Do you seek knowledge of the ancestors?
Tell me more about Sirach.
Centuries ago, the Vulcans were creatures of emotion. We fought one another in a series of wars that devastated our planet. Our species was on the brink of annihilation. Sirach taught us to embrace peace and to put aside our emotions in favor of logic. Sirach ushered in a time of awakening on Vulcan. His writings, the Kirshara, shaped all that we are. Without Sirach, the Vulcans you know would not exist. Do you seek knowledge of the ancestors?
Don't you trust Ambassador Saketh?
I neither trust him nor distrust the ambassador. I simply do not understand him. He will not reveal his reasons for wishing to speak to the abbot, and has refused a mind meld with me. Normally I could respect his privacy, but other things I have heard trouble me. Do you seek knowledge of the ancestors?
Tell me more about what you've heard.
Saketh has spent more and more time away from Vulcan in recent years, and seems ill at ease in what was once his home. Tapella admits he has changed in the past few months. He spends hours closeted in his study and does not share meals with his staff as he used to. Tapella says that the stress of the war with the Klingon Empire is taking its toll. She hopes the peace of Pajem will restore him. Do you seek knowledge of the ancestors?
What if the abbot agrees to speak with Saketh via subspace?
The monks do not use any unnecessary technology. Even replicators are not permitted on Pajem. There is a communications array available to the monks for emergencies. Saketh's request does not qualify. Do you seek knowledge of the ancestors?
Is there any way I can persuade you to allow Saketh to visit Pajem?
I will permit it if you will pledge to me, on your honor as a Starfleet officer, that you will protect Pajem from harm. Saketh says his reasons for wanting to speak to the abbot are private. I will accept that, but only if you are with him. I know I can trust Starfleet. Please, protect Pajem from any who would violate its sanctity.
Okay, so we've agreed. Now I'm going to speak with Ambassador Sokef.
Welcome to Vulcan. Do you have any questions?
We already know about Pajem. We ask him, what's your business do you have on Pajem?
My business is my own. If you must know more, I require a meeting with the Abbot. He will not use subspace communications. So if I am to receive his counsel, I need to meet with him directly. Do you have any questions?
I've spoken with Sokef. We can leave for Pajem now.
Excellent. Our departure has been delayed long enough by the whims of one man. I am prepared for the journey and can leave immediately.
Let's go. To better attend to the matter we were discussing earlier. I'm leaving with the captain aboard the shuttle. Peace and long life. Yes, Ambassador, have a safe journey. Live long and prosper. Lead on, Captain. My business here has been concluded. Okay. To the shuttle. Anyway, I was saying earlier there was a funny bug on this mission. For a little while, the shuttle shrunk. It's a tiny little, tiny shuttle, and it was quite funny watching. We're going to bundle into that. Apparently they did. Right, let's board the shuttle.
Starfleet shuttlecraft, we have logged your flight trajectory, and you are clear for departure. Live long and prosper.
It's a Class 5 shuttle, by the way. And we're in a runabout shuttle. Let's return to the bridge. Ambassador Sokef has retired to his quarters, Captain. We are ready to leave whenever you like. Depart the system. Okay, so let's now head to Pajem. Excuse me. What the hell? Depart. Okay, to Pajem. What happened there? Let's begin diplomatic orders. So I'm picking up on unusual energy readings in the system. We should scan the system before we take the ambassador into the surface. Agreed. Sensors on maximum. Klingon's just a cloaking, sir. Okay.
This is Captain Katak to all Klingon vessels. There will be no escape in our ready expedition.
Ship or behind the ship? I don't get it. I don't. Captain, we're being held by the Klingons on screen.
Cease fire! Perhaps today is a day for words. My fellow captains were blinded by our vengeance toward the shapeshifter aboard your vessel. They have died with honor. But if I am to die this day, then I would prefer to regale the halls of Stovalkor with the tale of that foul creature's death.
Shapeshifter.
Ha! So even the mighty Federation has been fooled by the beast. Your guest from Vulcan is not as he or she seems, Captain. They are an Undine. They put on a false face and try to control us. But we Klingons know better. We will hunt them down until the last of these honorless dogs dies screaming.
An Undine. Have you any proof?
Proof? Pah! Allow me to stick a blade in its belly while I look it in the eye while it dies. That should be proof enough, even for Starfleet.
I'll take that into consideration.
If you wish the honor of the kill yourself, then it is yours to have. So long as the Undine dies, I will meet my death with eyes wide open and victory in my heart. I await your decision. Close hailing frequencies.
Let's consult my bridge officers. I'm trying to figure out how these mines work. Uh-huh. So that's how they work. I have to look behind to get them to open up. Okay, Captain, sensor scans indicate the Klingon vessel with warp drive shields and weapon systems are all offline. I don't even think they have an impulse power. Whatever you decide to do, they cannot really do much about it. Discuss the Undine with science. The Undine are a species that was first encountered by the crew of the USS Voyager. They catalogued them as species 8472. As the Klingon commander indicated, they are indeed capable of changing shape. Additionally, they possess telepathic abilities that aid them in infiltrating the cultures of other species. So Ambassador Sophia could be one. I'm afraid that is a conclusion that we cannot rule out, Captain. I could conduct a test to determine if the ambassador is who he claims to be. Unfortunately, that would violate the his ambassadorial immunity. Klingon vessel was awaiting your response, Captain. Discuss the Undine with tactical. The Undine are physically superior to humans and consider anyone from our dimension to be an inferior life form. Their vessels are more than a match for the Borg. They represent a great threat to Starfleet. Where is the ambassador Sophia now? The ambassador is still in his quarters. Sir, I recommend sending the security detail to detain the ambassador until we're certain of his identity. Sound precaution. Agreed. Okay, and engineer. The Undine come from a dimension known as fluidic space. They use quantum singularities to move into ours. I'm afraid much of the technology still remains a mystery to us. But one thing is certain, it's not to be underestimated. So why use a Starfleet vessel? That I can't say, Captain. But as the Undine are virtually unknowns in the Beta Quadrant, my guess is that he's aiming to conceal their presence here. Klingons? What the Klingons are saying could be true, Captain. If the Undine are in the Beta Quadrant, they might just be that the Klingons sniffed them out before us. In this case, the enemy and my enemy is my friend. Klingon vessel is awaiting your response, Captain. Call the ambassador to the bridge and open the channel to the Klingon vessel. Let's settle this.
My patience is growing thin, Captain. If you lack the stomach to slay the beast aboard your vessel, then any Klingon here would gladly do it for you. I'd hate for you to stain that pretty Starfleet uniform with Undine blood.
Very generous, but unnecessary.
Then the beast is slain? Makar! Very good. Perhaps you've the heart of a warrior after all. Let me look upon our enemy, and tonight we will dine together as warriors and drink to the honored dead.
I present Ambassador Sophia.
Captain, I take my meditations very seriously. Why have I been summoned to the bridge?
Accused, meet your accuser.
Alive? You're a fool, Captain! Strike now before it's too late!
Not without proof, Katak.
You want proof? Then lower your shields and allow me to beam over. Once the Undine's blood coats my blade, you'll see it for what it truly is. A Grint hound in Tark's clothing.
Ambassador, allow me to explain.
There's no need, Captain. The situation is not difficult to unravel. My concern lies in the logic of you entertaining this Klingon's meritless claim.
Meritless, but not unreasonable.
A most illogical conclusion. Allow us to examine the facts, Captain. You have a crippled Klingon vessel, whose captain has made unsubstantiated claims that I am an Undine, a species that is known to both the Federation and the Klingon Empire as a considerable threat.
Plus a reasonable consideration.
Potentially, but only if a great many other factors were to be true. Is it not much more likely that the Klingons have, in the face of defeat, instead sought to exploit Starfleet's desire for peaceful resolutions to conflict in order to repair their vessel and renew their assault?
Status of the Klingon vessel. Weapons inoperable, warp drive is still offline, wait. Unsets an energy surge. They're engaging the cloaking device. Red alert, lock
A
weapons.
true warrior strikes without mercy, Captain. I only hope to teach you this lesson personally before the Undine does. We may not be able to best your vessel, but a Klingon knows many roads to victory. The beast may have evaded my vengeance for now, but I can still ruin its plans here at P'Jem.
Fire. I've lost them on sensors, Captain. They're gone. Scan the area. Captain, I'm detecting energy signatures on P'Jem's surface. They're in the vicinity of the monastery. They appear to be transporter signals. Life signs indicate they are Klingon. I'm taking an away team down. Captain, shall I accompany you? No, it's too dangerous.
A wise precaution. Though I admit I am eager to see my people safe, I will await word until the monastery is secured. And Captain, let not my journey here be for naught.
Waiting to transport to room 1.
A wise
Okay, pin down. Ready. Captain, we need to secure the area and make our way toward the monastery, which is located at the top of the hill. I'm reading multiple Klingon patrols will begin between us and the main building, so I recommend we proceed with caution. Stay alert. We need to find the monks.
Your invent. You can purchase.
Thank you. No way you need to tell me that. Now also looking for a temporal transponder as well. Cool. Can't remember where the hell it used to be. But it will tell me when it pops up, so. Anyone want some yammock sauce? Yeah, Temporal Probe. So they're okay. Please go to the monastery entrance and seek the abbot. Also, we need to investigate the temporal probe when we find it. Picking up Chronoton Par temporal probe nearby. Ah, there it is. Temporal probe. So, because we are a temporal recruit, these are little things that we can find. So let's scan the Chronoton distortion. And there we are. A probe. Set the to unknown value of a rows of columns and square that adds up to 15. Oh, you bastard. Maths. Set the value of rows and columns of square all add up to 15. Well, 6 plus 2 is 8. That's not right. That'll be 12, 14. There's 7, isn't it? That's 6. It's A7. So 5, 6. 8 plus 3 is fucking maths. This is easy maths as well. Fucking, I'll stop bringing the fingers out in a minute. Well, that's 11, so variable C is 5. 7, so that'll be 8. Okay, no? No. You're saying no. You're denying me. Four. Oh, come on. That's definitely 7. That's definitely 4. Okay. Based on the information we've recovered from this probe, it looks like the Nakul tried to make some form of an alliance with the Undine. Considering the Undine view of life outside fluidic space, it is not surprising that the Nakul diplomatic efforts failed here, violently. We're fortunate it didn't go well. Such an alliance would be dangerous. We salvaged the parts from the components from the probe. Hey. Welcome to Star Trek Online, World of Maps. Okay, switch the Abbey. Right, incoming message. Sir, we received an alert from Vulcan. Tempera says she must speak with you immediately. I'll patch you through your tricorder.
I have terrible news. Vulcan security forces have discovered the body of Ambassador Soketh. They have determined that he was killed by a phaser blast at short range. His remains were discovered in a stasis chamber hidden in a cavern beneath the Ambassador's residence. The Ambassador on your ship, the one that I have been working for, is an imposter. You need to be very careful. This imposter was able to fool Soketh's closest associates for months. He is crafty and very patient. Now that he has been discovered, he will be dangerous.
Captain, security teams have reached Ambassador Soketh's quarters, but he is gone. They're searching the ship, but, sir, unauthorized use of transport is detected. The Vulcan government has requested the imposter Soketh be detained and returned to Vulcan for questioning. Sir, whoever used the transporter erased the logs, but I have a feeling that the imposter is onto the planet's surface. I recommend we locate him immediately. We will find him.
Such emotion on your face. I see now my deception has been exposed. Pity. Capturing the abbot so we could replace him as well would have been beneficial. But we are strong. We will prevail. You are weak, and the weak shall perish.
I recommend we return to the Sanders and search for the Undine ship. We need to find the Undine and take it back to Starfleet. Okay. Okay. Captain, there's an Undine ship on an intercept course. Sir, the Sanders doesn't have any armaments to handle an Undine attack. Starfleet reports that they're sending ships to assist. They'll be about 60 seconds out. We'll have to hold out until the reinforcements get here, Captain. If we can target the torpedoes, we might have a better chance. Deploy the torpedoes. damn torpedoes. The damn... Fly them. Do I literally have to get from front behind him or what? I'm not liking these bloody mines. I'm telling you now, it's fucking getting nervous. I have to be right close to the ship to burn back to work. Mines are out. Don't know the data now, Captain. Incoming message. Incoming message from the USS Challenger, Captain Green. Incoming message.
This is Captain LaForge of the USS Challenger. Glad to see we made it here in time to lend you a hand. Perhaps you'll return the favor someday. LaForge out.
We recovered the final data transmission from the undeemed vessel, as well as samples of organic material that was used to create the ship. We need to get it all back to Starfleet intelligence. I may be able to decrypt the message into this, as well as changing out some equipment on the ship. The torpedoes at the back. Actually, I might put another phaser array. I'll put another phaser array. Anyway, I shall speak with Starfleet.
The ambassador was an Undine? I'm afraid their infiltration of the Federation goes much deeper than we realized. Who knows what kind of havoc they could create?
It's a torpedo launcher, as if it knows.
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
Hello, Lieutenant Commander. I've heard of your recent accomplishments and would like to congratulate you. You are actually the sort of Starfleet Captain Starfleet needs as an example for young officers here at the Academy. Please join me here on Earth to discuss some promising new officers. I'll look forward to speaking with you in person. And I think we can hail him. Who will be joining the crew? We have we've already got 2 tactical officers, got 2 science officers, so let's get a Vulcan engineer. Finish off that. And with that, that will be the end of actually, oh.
I've received a report.
No, that's the Sol system. I will find a thing that will tell me all about all the different probes, because I don't know. So we need to head to Starfleet Academy. Just beam straight down there. So those are there anymore. Right, let's have a check with that. So let's go and speak with the... Now, this is an active zone, so we might see other players with other players here, so bear that in mind. Right, that's handy. First batch of duty officers, and that is it, the first compliment. Anyway, I'm the Big B82. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, comment, and welcome, and I appreciate any thumbs up as well, and I will see you in part 8 when we do the mission. I think it's I'll do those anymore. Stranded in space, I think it is. Until then, thank you very much for watching, and ciao for now.